have to hear, you have a melodic line, and then and they're all shaped pretty much the same way. You shape to the second beat of the measure, less on the third. Same thing here. Crescendo to the second beat, and then you have to hear that dialogue. Now, what you have a lot of left hand and not enough. Can you solve it? No. Crescendo. Right. And then since it goes fast, or fairly fast, you want to drop your hand versus pick from the key. So, right. Let me see. You're doing. Yeah, D is the arrival note. Right, and then. But you have to voice. Voicing is different from just sounding. Voicing means that note is distinct from the rest of the notes around it by about twice. So you need A, C, and then note. If you listen any professional pianist, their primary voices are standing out from the rest of the notes, and that's kind of a fundamental rule of this sound. Try again slowly. This is too gentle. Think in terms of numbers when you're thinking about crescendo. Let's say it's 2, this is 5, and this is 7. You have like 2, 3, 3, 2, 3, 2.5, and then nothing. So it's not enough. Quick 3-note growth. That has to be prominent. Flat. Voice B flat. Voice B flat. Try again from here. Also, when you have this G flat change your sound, you have you need a little bit of a change in sound. Change. Try again from there. Yeah. Contrast there. Now, keep going. Same thing here. You have melodic voice. You have arpeggio that fills up the the harmony and the background around the melody. the way your melody has to be shaped, not the one, yeah, that's Anna wrote it. So you have to make sure that you actually shape. And again, it's an sometimes subjective choice how to shape. Ti da da dum, ti da 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 dim, da da dum. This is the way I usually like to shape, but it doesn't have to be that way. But the main thing, what happens, your melodic voice is actually pretty enveloped by the rest of the notes. And if I listen to the actual sound, I hear sort of. When you're thinking about shaping, you have to listen to the actual sound, not the imaginary one. Because when you think about that you have to shape, you think you're doing it. But that's not always the case. Try again. Your actual sound of the 16th note should be really around piano. You're doing ta da da instead of ta ti ta. Right, that A flat pretty much wins because it's a downbeat and it's a longer note. So your shaping has to aim toward the downbeat of the second measure, regardless how you're gonna play this A. Because this A can be played a little bit louder leading into it, or it can be played a little bit lighter compared to the B flat, depends on how you look at it. But that has to be the arrival note. Listen which notes you're actually shaping. So the top note should make crescendo, and it has to be actual crescendo, not the imaginary one. There is such thing as mental dynamic versus actual dynamic. We often, when we play, because we put a lot of physical effort into phrasing, we substitute actual change in sound with our abdominal muscles change. So, and it becomes a mental sound because you think that you're doing it. The actual sound, when you evaluate, will be pretty opposite or far away from it. So first of all, primary voices should be voiced more, and they have to be shaped. The secondary voices should stay back unless you build in a big crescendo resolving into like fortissimo. Then the secondary voices should help the primary. So let's go slowly. Professional sound and sound that is not polished yet. Professional sound needs two ingredients, two components. You have to divide, balance your multi-layered texture, because we play multiple voices, vertically. Because at any given moment, a single note has to sound louder than the rest, because most likely it's melodic or linear. And then the second thing, horizontally, those voice notes should be shaped. Those are two fundamentals. If you don't have them, your sound is not going to be professional until you get that. It's very simple. Can you try again?